Hello students, welcome back to our maths class. We will continue our further exercise 3.3. Let's see what's. Children, here in this exercise we have to draw the double bar graph and also we have to answer a few questions on the basis of the given graph. Right. So let us see what is the first question. Use the bar graph to answer the following question. Okay, you can see here the given bar graph where the pets owned by the students of class 7 is given to us. Right. Here on the x-axis I have listed the names of the pets. On the y-axis children I have listed the scale. Okay. So that is the number of students who like the given pets. Okay. Now the first question. Which is the most popular pet? Children, here you can see the bars here. Which is the highest bar here? Here you can see the second one. Which is that? Cats. Right. That means our answer is from the bar graph the most popular pet is cat because it is owned by 10 students out of 12 students. That means out of 12, 10 students like that pet and they owned that. Right. Second question. How many students have dog as a pet? Children, you can see the bar of the dogs here where it is. Yes, it is at 8. Okay. So what is our answer? That 8 students have dog as a pet out of 12 students. What is next? Let us see. Read the bar graph which shows the number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years and answer the following question. Children, here is the bar graph given. Here the sales of the book is given for 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993. Okay, and here the number of books sold in the particular years are listed on the y-axis and the scale taken here is 1 unit is equal to 100 books. Now let us answer the question according to that. Here about how many books were sold in 1989, 1990, 1992. 3 years, right? Now let us look to the graph here. Children, in 1989, 175 books were sold. Okay, so the first answer here, 175 books were sold in 1989. Now this next we have 1990. What is 1990 here, children? You can see here from the graph you can interpret very easily that 475 books were sold in the year 1990. Third, in 1992. In 1992 children 225 books were sold. That is our answer number 3 here. Okay. So you have to look at the graph and you have to answer the questions here. Next question. In which year were about 475 books sold and about 225 books sold? So both the which year 475 and 225 books were sold that we have to answer. Children, you can see here 475 books were sold in which year? 1990. That is our first answer in the year 1990. Okay. Now let us see in which year 225 books were sold. Let us see where is 225 year. In the year 1992. That is our answer. The next one. That is in the year 1992 225 books were sold. Let's see the next question. In which years were fewer than 250 books sold? Means in which years the sales of the book was less than 250 books, children. So again we need to look to the graph here. See here the graph is given here, 250 is given. So that is 175 and 225 the sales of book which is less than 250. That means in the year 1989 and 1992 the number of books sold were less than 250. Right. Now next, can you explain how you would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? Now you have to calculate that how many books were sold in 1989. Now how you will calculate, children, here? Children, on the basis of the scale taken you can see that 1 unit I have taken as 100 books. Okay. Now 1989 you can see almost after 1 unit still 3/4 box, that is 1 unit is covered. That means 1 3/4 part is covered by the year 1989. Now 1 unit, that is 1 unit is equal to 100 books. Okay, that already I have taken, that is 1 unit, that is I got 100 books, that is fixed. Now how many, we have to calculate how much books are for 3/4 part. So 3/4 of 100, because 1 unit is 100, right? So 3/4 of 100 is how much? If you calculate, children, you will get 3/4 multiplied by 100 when you do, that is 4 25s are, so what is left here? 25 3s are 75, right? So 3/4 of 100 is what? 75. So 100 plus 75, I will get 175 books that were sold in the year 1989. Next question. The number of children in the 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on the bar graph. Children, here the classes from 5th to 10th are given to us, and the number of children in each class is listed here in the form of data. It is given to us a data of the students in particular classes. Right. Now we have to answer the few questions on the basis of it, that how would you choose a scale? Children, I have taken here the scale in this to draw the bar graph as 1 unit is equal to 20 children. Right. So we will start our answering the few questions here. Which class has the maximum number of children and the minimum? Children, from the given data you can find very easily which is maximum and which is minimum here. Right, you can see class 5th has the maximum number of children, that is 135. And which class is minimum? See the minimum number here, that is 80, that is class 10th. So you can answer here, class 5th has maximum number of children, that is 135, and class 10th has the minimum number of children, that is 80. Right. Let us go to the next question here. Find the ratio of the students of class 6th and class 8th. Okay. Now the number of students in class 6 is 120 and the class 8 is 100. That means the ratio between the student of class 6 and 8 we are supposed to find here. Right. So what is here? 120 is to 100. Right. Now how we put it? It is in the form of, we can put this in the form of division also. Okay. So 0 0 cut, 2 6s, 2 5s. What I got my answer as? 6 is to 5. Right. So this is our answer. The ratio between the class 6 students and class 8 student is 6 is to 5. Next question. Children, here the question was given to draw the bar graph also. You can see I have drawn a bar graph for you all here, where the number of children you can see in the form of the bars, that is red color. You can see the scale I have taken of 1 unit is equal to 20 children, that is I have listed on y-axis, and the class I have listed on x-axis. So you can see the data, and accordingly taking the proper scale you can plot the given data on the graph paper. Question number 4. The performance of the student in first term and the second term is given to us. Draw a double bar graph choosing appropriate scale and answer the following. Children, here you can see the marks of the few subjects are given to us in the first term and the second term. That means we have given here 2 datas. That means we have to draw the double bar graph, right? So now let us see in each subject, that is English, Hindi, Maths, Science and Social, the different marks are given according to the term wise, first term and second term, and few questions we have to answer on the basis of this data also. Now let us see what is the next here for, that is double bar graph. Children, to draw the double bar graph for the given data, I have taken the unit measurement as 10 marks. That is 1 unit I have taken 10 marks. You can see the scale I have taken 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and so on y-axis. Right? And the subjects I have listed here on x-axis. Now children, very important, as I told you, as it is double bar graph, we have to take 2 different patterns to show that each, that is first term and second term, right? So the blue bar represents the first term marks and the red one represents the second term marks. No, so looking at the data, you can put the given data on the graph paper, and accordingly you can see I have got the bars as such. Okay, you draw it. Now let us answer the questions. In which subject has the child improved his performance the most? Children, from the data or from the even bar graph, you can see that which subject has the maximum improvement. That was the maximum marks increase was in math subject. That was of 7 marks increased from first to second term, children. So the improvement was more in maths. Second question, in which subject is the improvement the least? Now compared to first term, in second term the improvement was less in social science. How much? That is 2 marks. The least improvement we found was in social science, that was 2 marks only increased. Now third, has the performance gone down in any subject? Children, yes. When you look at the data, you will come to know that in Hindi, the performance of the students have gone down compared to first term, because in first term they got more marks and second term they got less marks. So the improvement has gone down, the performance is down in Hindi subject. Question number 5. Consider this data collected from a survey of a colony. That is, here the favorite sports are given: cricket, basketball, swimming, hockey and athletics. And here the person watching the given sports and participating in the given sport are given here in the form of 2 data, and on the basis of this data, children, we have to prepare a double bar graph and answer few questions here. Now let us see what are the next question. Now first let us go with the double bar graph. Children, to draw this double bar graph, I have taken the scale of 1 unit is equal to 200 participants. You can take 100 also, but it will become very longer, children. Scale you can choose according to your need only. So, but I have taken 200, okay. So, you can see here 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200 and 1400 accordingly what I need, okay. So, that is I have listed on y-axis, that is the participants, and all the sports events I have written on the x-axis. Next we have, to represent the double bar graph, the person watching I have put in the form of blue bars, and the person participating I have taken as the red bars. So, on the basis of data, children, you can plot the here and you can have the double bar graph, right. Now let us answer the questions here. Draw a double bar graph choosing an appropriate scale. What do you infer from the bar graph? Now children, what do you infer from the bar graph means what do you understand from that bar graph, we have to answer here. Now we came to conclusion that most of the people like watching and participating in cricket, while the least number of people like watching and participating in athletics. So looking at the bar graph, we came to this conclusion that people like watching and participating in cricket compared to athletics was very less. Second question, which sport is most popular? Children, now as when you go to the bar graph, you can see the bar of the cricket is very long. That means the most popular sports is which? Cricket, okay. Which is more preferred, watching or participating in sport? Now 2 different questions here, that watching or participating. But when you see the graph of watching and when you see the graph of participating, children, most probably the watching one is higher one. So we came to conclusion that watching sport has more preference rather than participating in the given particular sports. Okay, so people like watching, not participating. They are not like you all, you like to participate, right? Now, question number 6. Take the data given here, the minimum and the maximum temperature of various cities given in the beginning of this chapter, that is table 3.1, and plot a double bar graph using the data and answer the following. Children, this question is not given into your textbook, but it is there on the first page of your chapter number, right. So you can see table 3.1, that is your question given here, where the temperature of the cities on 20th June 2006 are listed of the few cities: Ahmedabad, Amritsar, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Jaipur, Jammu and Mumbai. And these cities maximum temperature in degree Celsius and minimum temperature in degree Celsius are listed here. That means we have two data here. So obviously we have to draw the double bar graph, and on the basis of this we need to answer few questions also. Now let us go first with the double bar graph. Children, here I have taken the scale of 1 unit as 5 degrees Celsius. So accordingly I have listed the scale 5, 10, 15 till 45 on y axis, and the name of the cities I have listed on x axis, and the maximum temperature I have showed here with the blue bar, and the minimum temperature in degree Celsius is represented by the red bars. So according to the data, children, you can prepare this double bar graph. Okay. Now let us answer the questions here. Which city has the largest difference in the minimum and maximum temperature on the given data? Now children, minimum and largest difference between minimum and maximum. You can see here Jammu. You can see here Jammu, you can see the difference here. The largest difference you can see here is in Jammu. That is the difference in maximum and minimum temperature. You can see Jammu has the largest difference in the minimum, that was 26, and the maximum is 41 degrees Celsius on 20th June 2006. Next, which is the hottest city and which is the coldest city, children? Children, for the hottest city you go for the maximum. In the maximum column try to find the greater number. That you will find is 41 degrees Celsius, which is Jammu. So Jammu is the hottest city, and if you want to go for the coldest, go in the minimum temperature, the lowest number, that is 21 you will find, which is the minimum temperature of Bangalore. That means Jammu is the hottest city and the Bangalore is the coldest city. Right. Now second question. Name two cities where maximum temperature of one was less than the minimum temperature of other. Now here you have to find a city, nearly two cities names you have to give, whose maximum temperature is less than the minimum of the other, right. So Bangalore, children, Bangalore's maximum temperature is what? 28 degrees Celsius. Now you can see this is the maximum temperature of Bangalore. It is less than the minimum temperature of two cities, that is Ahmedabad and Jaipur, because the minimum temperature of Ahmedabad and Jaipur is 29 degrees Celsius. So the same question it was, the maximum temperature of one has to be less than the minimum temperature of other two. So Bangalore's maximum temperature is less than Ahmedabad and Jaipur's minimum temperature. Okay. One more question we have here. Here, name the city which has the least difference between its minimum and the maximum temperature. Children, it is almost like the first question, there it was largest difference, here the least difference. Now where you can see the least difference? Can you see anywhere here? Yes, Mumbai. Only the difference is very less here. Okay, so you can see Mumbai has the least difference between its minimum temperature, that is minimum is 27 and the maximum temperature is 32. So there is the least difference of only 5 degrees Celsius between these two. Okay, you can answer, children, on the basis of the given graph also. It's very easy. So with this we hand over this exercise. Hope you understood. Thank you.